everyone. Welcome to Life Unfiltered, the show where we dive into stories, successes, and struggles that make life so incredibly fascinating. And I'm your host, Maria Althea Rosales. And boy, do we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. I'm so happy to meet you in real life, and I'm so excited to be talking to you. I'm so thrilled to have you in my show. So, how are you, Leoj?
I am good. I hope you had a good day.
Yes, I did have a good day. I had a special breakfast made by my loving boyfriend. So, how about you? What did you have for breakfast?
All I had was a peanut butter sandwich.
Oh, it's very tasty, especially in this kind of season, right?
Debatable.
Yeah. So, let's start from the beginning. I hear you got quite an origin story yourself. Tell us a little about yourself, where you grew up, and what life was like back then.
Well, when I was small, it was okay. Me and my brother and my sister, we were just messing around as we grew up. Though, around the age of 7, I left Pasig and studied in Parañaque. Here, I studied there for 7 years, well, 8 years. And by the time I reached grade 4, I started to be more interested in history, specifically in World War II. And then over time, I've gotten more and more interested further down back in the line because of some video games.
Oh, what kind of video games were you interested back then?
Empire Total War.
Oh,
Specifically from the Total War genre. But the first of it was Empire Total War.
So, what was the game about? Is it like war or like fantasy?
It is a historical, quote-unquote historical, war game where you can play as one of the many European nations, a couple of the Indian nations, or in the North America.
Oh.
In the Renaissance era, specifically from 1700 to 1750.
Were you a big fan of that game? Like, did you play that game as a kid for a long time or like for a short period of time?
Oh heavens no, it was too expensive for me to play. I've only watched the gameplay, mostly from Lionheart and Diplex Apollo.
Oh, I see. That's very interesting, Leoj. I love that you shared those things with me, especially the games that about history and wars. I really think that you're very fascinated by it, and it's always those moments that seem small at the time but end up being monumental. So after that spark, what was your first big step?
It was mostly from my friends in CLP.
CLP?
CLP.
Oh, CLP. Is it like a school?
Yes.
Oh.
Me and a small cabal of friends, we all specialize in history. So there were 7 of us. I was number 7. This ranking was made by an arbitrary rank system of those who know the most amount of history.
Okay.
So since I was number 7, I was the one with the least amount of knowledge. However, number 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 had a higher knowledge.
Oh, I see. So, being number 7, you still have a lot of knowledge about wars and history.
Yes. However, I get most of my knowledge from numbers 1 through 3.
Also, they were like your leaders at the time.
Give or take, yes. Though we were fairly independent in what we pursued. We just helped the other. And we also had interesting debates.
Yeah, I can imagine. And now, look at you. You've accomplished so much in your life. Like, what's been the most rewarding part of your journey so far?
This might sound odd, but doing linear warfare in a space RP.
Oh, really?
Roleplay on Discord.
So, what do you roleplay a lot of time, most of the time?
Well, I mostly LARP. LARP basically means people who copy. So when you say Roman LARP, they are players who LARP as the Roman Empire.
I see.
So I LARP as the Free Planets Alliance from Legends of the Galactic Heroes. So the reason why I chose them is mostly because they fight in linear warfare. You know what linear warfare is?
No, I haven't been really into it, I guess.
It's those stereotypical gun lines
Oh god.
from the Renaissance. You've seen those times in paintings where soldiers form line and have several ranks with where armed soldiers have their guns aimed at the enemy.
Ooh, okay, I see.
That is a linear formation.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was able to manage to make an enemy face my gun line in 3D battle. Linear warfare is usually achieved in 2D, like on the paper here. However, in 3D, it's like we have to form spheres, bricks, that kind of thing. I was able to beat a few enemies, even though they were flabbergasted by such antiquated formations in a sci-fi genre.
Oh, that's very fascinating. So I take it that you're a pro at what you do.
No, I still lose every single war I take.
Oh, okay. So were you interested in any games like MMORPG such as World of Warcraft?
Oh, World of
Dota?
Warcraft?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne.
Oh, really?
That was from 2005, 2010, and a bit in 2013.
So you haven't played any classic games or like retail version of World of Warcraft?
No, not really. I've mostly watched.
Oh, I see. That's very fascinating.
Nowadays, I just watch Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. This game takes place from 1890 to 1950. It's where you design battleships, cruisers, destroyers in those eras, and as time goes on, you will get more technology, you get more ships, you get new designs. That kind of thing.
No, that's very interesting, Leoj. So, I'd love to ask you another question about yourself, Leoj. So, now that you've talked about your warships and how you roleplay them, I take it that your family is very well off. You can afford nice things. You wouldn't worry about your financial situation. So, this is where the part where I'm gonna ask you about your fashion style because it's very basic and casual.
Let me ask this then. Why are you asking me this? After all, this is my property. I've earned it. I've used my money to buy what I wish. Is that not within my right?
I'm so sorry. Did I struck a nerve? I didn't mean to do that. I'm just asking you about your fashion sense,
take my
like where
leave.
you. Hey,
Cut. Maria, we've talked about this already. You shouldn't talk about his personal life.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that to him. I'm just asking his personal style. I didn't want it to come off like that.
Yeah, we've talked about this on the backstage already, that he is so sensitive about his personal life. So I'm going to call Leoj, since I know how to calm him down, and you're going to apologize to him.
Okay. I'm so sorry about that. I'm so sorry.
Elioj, can we talk about this? I'm sorry about what happened earlier about the interviewer. I told her earlier that she shouldn't ask you that question because I know that you're sensitive. We know each other for a long time, so that's why I invited you in this talk show. Since a lot of people is a role model to you, so I talked to her earlier, and she wants to apologize to you personally.
Hey guys, we're back with the show, and I'm sorry for the miscommunication between the two of us. And I am so sorry, Mr. Vicaldo, for the question about your fashion style. I didn't mean to offend you like that. It wasn't my intention to make you feel very sad and very upset, because this is a show about fun and having inclusivity between the interviewer and the interviewee. So let's just apologize to each other and let's make it professional, okay? I'm so sorry, Mr.
Same here
Vicaldo.
for raising my voice.
Of course. I'm so sorry. I'm truly sorry about that. And that concludes our video for today. Thank you so much for watching.